welcome to the chaos. This video is going to be a little bit different. I've done these before, but this is going to be like a weekly vlog as I prep for a specific market. So I did this leading up to GalaxyCon a little bit, and this is going to be the lead up for Ren Fair. So it's the Forest to Fae Renaissance Fair that I'll be doing next month in November. So that's going to be my primary goal between now and then, is working on things specifically for that market. I have a bunch of other just kind of regular stuff for regular markets still, plenty of things, so I'm not too worried about those. I want to focus in on the Ren Fair stuff. So my last video, if you watched that, I finished off a bunch of these little mushroom babies, and I had some already made. So these need tags on them before they go into the bag here with the rest of these guys. Now there's some Pokemon mixed in here too, just because they're of a similar price point, and so they're just mixed together. So the other mushrooms I already had done were this red one, this brown capped one, and this green capped one. And that's a total of 11 mushroom guys. I wanted 10. I didn't realize how many I already had made, so we have 11. That's fine. So now I have 5 of these guys, and I want to have 10 of them as well. So that'll give me 5 for each day. I have green and purple so far, although this is more of a bluey kind of teal because it was that color change skein. I made this one first because this one I was doing the Parfait plush with, and I gave him the eyes and I gave him the little mouth with the tooth, and I think that's super adorable, and I don't know why I didn't do the mouth in the other one. So I may have to go back and embroider mouths on those guys so that they kind of match up. Also, I used sinker eyes on this guy, and I just used the holographic disc that came with it. I didn't paint them or anything. And I used regular eyes on these guys, and I'm not sure what I want to do in the future. I like the sinker eyes, but then I also don't want to take the time to like paint a whole bunch of them, because then that adds to the ultimate cost of them, and they're kind of more mid-range ones. So I may just stick with the big bug eyes like I did with the mushrooms. Yeah, all the mushrooms have the bug eyes. So I think I'll just do that, and this guy will just, maybe he'll go out first, so he'll be the one off that has the special eyes. But I do think I want to put the mouths on the other guys. I mean, they're cute. It's like it's just a different kind of vibe, I guess, without the mouth. But anyway, so I want 5 more of these guys, and I'm going to stick, I think, with neutral tones. I do want to do some variegated, so I have this brown tweed. Is it brown tweed or chocolate tweed? Brown tweed of burnout blanket that I think will be fun. And then this sort of mossy green variegated. I've used it before on like dinosaurs, and I really liked it. What is this called? Forest Sage. That's what this one is. Forest Sage. So I know I want to use those two to make a couple, and I may make another purple one if I have more of this purple, enough of it. I'll have to see. I may not. But yeah, so that's my plan for right now. 5 more goblins. That's going to be next step. And then after goblins, some more of the flower fairies. I have 2 of these so far. These little guys. So you can see how they're all kind of a similar shape, the flower fairies, the mushrooms, the goblins. So they all kind of fit thematically together. But so yeah, so I'll need 10 of these flower fairies. Both the ones I have right now have green dresses and purple caps. So these I can really kind of go all out with, maybe like yellow and orange dresses, some more autumn colored fairies, and change up the flower cap into a different color, or maybe even a different style flower, maybe longer petals or something. But I'll work on that. So 10 different flower fairies, 10 different goblins. I'm going to start with the goblins today, and we'll just see how far we get. I will check in with you in a little while. Okay, I got 2 more done to go with the 5 originals, this one and this one. And then while I was at it, I went ahead and added embroidery to these guys. So I've got a little bit of eye shine and some eyelashes on all of them. I've been enjoying embroidery more lately than I did when I first started doing amigurumi. I had a hard time with it, but I've been learning new techniques, and getting cute results like this really makes it worthwhile, and I've been enjoying doing it. So now we're up to a total of 7 of the goblins. So I need to do 3 more. I'm done for tonight, though. I need to stop and make dinner, and also this and this are both like thicker, older Bernat style. And it feels soft enough, like when you touch the actual doll, but working with it was very hard on my hands, and my hands hurt now. So I'm going to take a break. And I think for the remaining 3, I'm going to try to find some more like this. I do have some more of this color, that I can get maybe one more goblin out of. So, but like this thinner, softer Bernat, or even some of the Premier Basic Chenille, because it's much easier to work with than the thicker Bernat. So that's going to be my goal for tomorrow, is to get at least 3 more of these guys done, and then that will finish off my goblins, and I can move on to probably the flower fairies, because I need to get 8 of those. And then after that, I have a few more things that I wanted to do for Ren Fair that I haven't made any starting ones of yet, like the Maeve the Moth pattern by Fox and Faye Crochet, and some dragons and things like that. So got some plans. We'll see if we can get them done. I've got a few weeks. I'll probably put a countdown as part of the title of the video. I can't think off the top of my head how many weeks exactly I have, but I'll do like a T minus however many weeks as part of the title, so we can keep track as we work our way towards Ren Fair. And at some point during all of this prep, I also need to finish working on my costume, and I will definitely bring you guys along for that process as well. But this is going to be it for tonight, and I'll be meeting you guys back tomorrow as we work on the next day. Okay, it is Wednesday night now, so this is the second day of the vlog. I didn't vlog any on Monday. I didn't make anything on Monday either, I don't think. I don't remember now. It doesn't matter for the purposes of this vlog. And I apologize if the sound is odd. I did not feel like going to find my microphone before I started this. I just wanted to finish this clip off for the night. It's been kind of a rough day for me. So I did make the 3 goblins, as you can see. So I made 2 of them yesterday, these 3 today. So that brings me up to a total of 10 goblins for the Ren Fair. So I'm good with that. It's a 2-day Ren Fair, so it'll be 5 for each day. You know, plus all the other things that I'm making and bringing. These guys, this coloration, it's coming up a lot more orange on camera, but in person, it's a very kind of browny pink color, and then this brown, like the Himalayan sea salt that it's named for, and it's kind of giving me like Gizmo vibes from the movie Gremlins. But anyway, so I made these 3. I got this one, and then like the legs and arms of this one done this morning, and then like my head started hurting really bad and I had to go lay down. So I've actually spent like most of the day cuddled up right here with that guy and some TV. And I've just been kind of resting, and finally started feeling better enough to try to finish the 3rd goblin. So I got them all finished, and now they're going to go in the bag with the rest of the goblins. And then the next step, like I said, is I want to work on the flower fairies, but I think I want to do more autumn fairies. I've got the 2 flowers, and I probably will do 1 or 2 more flower specific ones as well, but I want to try to get some that look like autumn colors, and maybe with like acorn hats or something like that, just to kind of, just like nature fairies would, or I don't know if I really want to call them fairies since they don't have wings. Maybe just spirits, woodland spirits. Maybe that's what I'll call them. So that's going to be my plan. Hopefully I'll get some of those done tomorrow. But I do also need to get a few hours in on my non-crochet related job this week and get some stuff banged out for that. So I've been kind of procrastinating on that this week, honestly, to be completely honest. But I need to work on that some. So that's my plan for tomorrow. Some woodland spirits and some other job related stuff. And we will see where we get. And then I'll have Friday, I can do some more work for this week. Saturday, I have a small market that none of the Ren Fair stuff will be coming with me too. It'll be the other stuff I have left over from previous markets, and I have plenty of that stuff that's going to come with me. So I will check back in with you tomorrow and show you what I managed to get accomplished then. Hello, it is Wednesday, and I have absolutely 0 progress to report on the forest spirits that I was going to work on today. I spent the entire morning, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I spent the entire morning fiddling with my 3D printer, trying, because it kept giving me an error, a filament sensor error, and looking up videos on YouTube. I took it apart 3 times. I took the extruder apart 3 times trying to figure out what was going on. And I kept thinking maybe there was a clog in it, and I would pull the nozzle out and use a little declog tool, and it wasn't working. Nothing was helping, and I was at my wit's end, and I wound up leaving to go pick up my Michael's order of polyfill because I was completely out. So went and did that, and when I came back, I decided I'd give it one last little shot, and I happened to shine a flashlight down through the top of it, which I hadn't yet done before, and discovered that there was actually clog, but it wasn't down in the bottom nozzle. If you don't have a 3D printer, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but there's a part in the top in the extruder, which is a box like this, has a nozzle beneath it where the filament gets pushed out in a thin stream so that it can make things, and then above it is a plastic tube where the filament comes off the spool to the extruder. The clog, I thought, was in the nozzle part down here, but instead it was in this box here where I couldn't see it easily. So once I was able to locate it, I had to really, really jam it with my declogging tool to finally get it to move. And once I was able to do that, it was able to clear itself out, and it's working now. But it took me, gosh, 4 or 5 hours of working with it to finally figure that out. And I was so frustrated. I was so ready to give up by the end of it. In fact, I was so like out of it that when I went to get my box of polyfill from Michael's, we stopped at the mall. My daughter went with me. We stopped at the mall too and wandered around just because I couldn't take it. I just needed a break. I needed a mental break. We wound up going to Hot Topic and buying some jewelry, and I got these cute little dangly cat earrings, and this one has a cuff on it. And there's more of them. Oh, the chain is like tangled on that one. That's okay. And there's more of them that came in this set that have like cats sitting in a moon, and this Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, but with a cat portrait in front of it, and very, very cute set of earrings. So kind of got my mind off things for a little bit, and then got home and was able to fix my machine. So now it's finally printing the little mushroom clicker widget that it was supposed to be printing first thing this morning. So I haven't got any progress done, but I did also receive a package of my Premier Yarns order that I just did last week, and I figured I would unbox it with you guys, and that would be a fun little clip to have in this video too. So let me get my unicorn scissors, and we will get this puppy open, and I'll show you what all I got. Now this is just a restock of colors that I use a lot and that I was completely out of. But who doesn't like looking at brand new yarn, right? Especially if you're on a no-buy, or you're trying to use up your stash of yarn before you buy any more yourself. Then you get to live vicariously through me and pretend like you went yarn shopping. Because I know that's what I do when I watch other people unbox yarn in their videos. That is, I am pretending that I did all that yarn shopping, and it's almost as good. Oh my goodness, this tape is thick. And it's got orange tape on top of the normal red tape that says, mark your calendar premiere week, November 5th through November 18th. So I guess, I didn't remember them doing that last year, but I guess maybe they do some kind of a sale during that week. I'll have to check back and see, because I'm sure I'll have more colors that I'm out of by then. All right, so first, I was completely out of all yellows. So I've got 3 of banana. I got 3 of everything because they come nicely packaged in these bags of 3. So that's always how I get it. And I think 3 of these equals 1 of a burnout blanket skin. Pretty sure. No, 2 of these is a burnout blanket. So 1.5 burnouts. And then I also got lemon, which I've never got this yellow before, but I really like it. It's very vibrant. Like here's it next. The banana is almost what I would call lemon. Like I would almost reverse these names, because the banana is a very pale pastel yellow, which is also very pretty. And this is what I've been doing most of my yellow stuff in. This is a very bright, almost like a Crayola, like true yellow. I like that. So, my Pikachus, my Jolteons, I mean, just all the things that need yellow. I was completely out. And then I got 3 of Steel Cut Oats, which, as you know, is the color that I was using to make my mushroom people. This is also a good color for the Demigorgon babies. For Mimikyu, this is a good color for that. There's a lot of things that it's just a good neutral tone. It's also a good skin tone if you want to go less the Irish peach skin. Let's see. And then I got 3 of Forest, which is a very beautiful dark green. And I didn't have any particular like immediate purpose in mind for this, but green is beautiful. And I didn't have any of this color. I think I might have got a couple, like two different green colors. This is all stuff that I was out of. I got Seaside, which is this lovely turquoise blue. This is one of my favorite colors. Has always been one of my favorite colors of theirs. So I use that a lot for just a lot of things. I got this pale gray. No, fog. This is called fog. I have a dark gray, but I didn't have any lighter grays. So I have that now. And I wanted to make the new Naughty Nat's new Chonky. She just came out with a Togedemaru, and I was on the tester team for those three that she came out with at the same time, was Shuppet and Litwick and Togedemaru, but I didn't have the color I liked for Togedemaru, so now I do. So between this and the lemon, I could make Togedemaru. And then I got teal blue. This is one of the colors that I use for Bulbasaur. This is like his bulb color. This is also Glaceon, I think. So there's a lot of things that that color is good for. I got the light blue, which I think is just called light blue. Yeah, just called light blue. So this one I use for Squirtle. I use this for Bluey. I think what else calls for this color blue, but it's just a really nice, pretty, basic light blue. I have a lot of the darker blues, and I was using Bubbly Blue by Bernat as my go-to for this color, but it's getting hard to find that one online lately, and I've never seen it in store, so we're going to go with the light blue. Then I got this very true bright green. This is Emerald, and this is a gorgeous color. This would be like Link, any kind of like foresty sort of creature, just or like a straight up like standard dragon. Very nice green color for that. I'll start putting these back in the box so I can carry them out to my shed. I got, is this mustard? Yeah, mustard, which is very similar to Bernat's gold. So this would be Dragonite. Charizard would be this color. I think, what else would I use this color for specifically? It's not coming to mind right now, but there's plenty of things that this kind of mustard gold color works good for. And then finally, I got some winter white. Yeah, winter white, because this, I like the winter white better than the stark white for a lot of things, and I just go through a lot of white. And I do have stark white already, so this is just stuff I was out of. So that's my yarn haul. Start putting it all back in the box to get all these out to my shed here in a little while, but they can live in the box until then. I hope you enjoyed vicariously yarn shopping through me today. And now that I've got my 3D printer working again, I am going to get started on my original plan for the day and try to get at least one, if not two, of those little forest spirits made before I need to stop and start working on my computer stuff. So I'll check with you, y'all. I can't talk. I'll check in with y'all later. Well, managed to get one little autumn sprite done. And I was going to give it like eyelashes and stuff. You can see I did a little leaf detail here. But looking at it now, it kind of looks like a dude in like armor. Because that looks like a helmet. The leaf hat does. And this even looks like the bottom part of like chainmail or something. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell if it's supposed to be a boy or a girl. So I'm not going to do the embroidery. So anybody who picks it up can decide for themselves. If it's a little warrior dude or if it's a girl. So I got one done. I started to get another one going that I was going to do sort of a golden yellow color and maybe give it like an acorn hat. And then I realized I'm completely out of this shell color. And as you just saw in my clip with my yarn haul, I didn't order any. I don't know how I missed it. I started this whole Excel spreadsheet specifically for keeping track of my yarn. I went out into my shed and I literally counted every yarn that I have that's a solid color and marked it all in my spreadsheet, so that I could keep up with it and know when I needed to reorder. And when I went to reorder, I ordered all the ones that I had like 0 or 1 skein of, but I somehow completely missed that I had no skeins of shell. So I don't have it. I don't have any more. I don't have any more of this skin tone. So that's it for the forest sprites for now, I guess, because, you know, you have to order a certain amount from Premier before you get the free shipping. And so I guess I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait.
And I could wait till premiere week, but I'm afraid that I won't get it in time to get anything made in time for Ren Faire, but it is what it is. I can't order just shell. I need to be able to order some more colors. So maybe I'll just take 3 forest sprites. Maybe that's it. And then I was going to start working on Maeve the Moth by Fox and Faye Crochet, because I want to make several of those, but I realized I don't have fur yarn. I have some fur yarn, but it's like rainbow multicolor that I made Furbies with. So not exactly what I was looking for, because I was going to go for more of a Mothman vibe with Maeve the Moth, and then maybe 1 or 2 that are lighter colors. So I guess I'm going to make a trip to Michael's at some point and get some black fur yarn. So that's going to be my plan. So today, I fiddled with my 3D printer. I opened up a box of yarn and I made this. That's it. Not the day I was hoping for. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow. Good morning. It's Sunday and the official end of the video. And I hate to end it so abruptly, but I didn't actually get anything more done after my last check-in with y'all. Friday, my new Pokemon game showed up in the mail. And so I spent pretty much the entire day lost in the world of Lumio City and catching Pokemon and doing all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to have to reel it back here on in and just do it a little bit at a time during the day so that I can get other things done. But my first day with it, I just absorbed myself in it. And then Saturday I had a market, so I'll have a market recap coming up for that one. And today is Sunday, so it's the time for the video to come out. So this is what I have so far for Ren Faire Prep. Obviously not all of this was done last week. I think this is over maybe the past 2 weeks. I have 11 mushy babies with all their various cap colors. I have 10 Goblin babies. And I have 3 forest sprites. 2 of them with this sort of purple flower look, and 1 who looks more like a little soldier guy with his leaf helmet. And I just now realized that I didn't even do these guys in the regular skin tone. Okay, I do have more of this color, so I can do more of these guys in this color. Okay, so I can keep working on flower guys this week. First though, I have a couple of baby shower gifts to make, because I have 2 sisters-in-law who are both expecting within the next month or 2, and so I need to make some little loveys for them, because that's kind of my tradition. I make loveys for my babies in my family and friends group that are coming along. So I need to do those first, and then after I get those done, I can work on some more flower babies. I also need to get some more Pokemon done at some point, because I'm running low on Pokemon, and I sell a lot of those at all of my markets, so they'll come along with me even to the Ren Faire. And then after these guys, I want to do Mothmen, and I was thinking that I will probably do the Mothmen in tones of purple rather than black, because I have so much purple. I don't even know, like, I have like 8 skeins of the, I think eggplant color from Premier, and I have that lighter sort of dusty gray purple. I have like 4 or 5 skeins of that. Like, I have so much purple. I think it was before I started inventorying, and I would just be like, oh, that's a nice purple. I don't think I have that purple, and I would buy it. Now I have way too much purple. I have all the purple. So I'm going to make some moth guys out of purple. I'll make a couple of Gengars with the purple. Like, I'm going to work on using up a lot of that purple in the next week or 2, I think, is going to be my plan. So maybe I will actually wait on those guys, because I don't want all purple flowers. I'll do my purple moth guys, and I'll do some Gengars and things like that, and try to use some of that purple up. So that's going to be my plan, and this is the current state of affairs for Ren Faire Prep. So here's where we stand right now at the end of this first official prep video. I mean, I've prepped a few things leading up to this video, obviously, but this is going to be the first video of hardcore prepping, even though I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. And this is what we have. This is where we stand at the end of it. So I think this is going to be my format from here on in. I'll work throughout the week, and then at the end of the week, I will show you all spread out. everything we've managed to get for that week, so we can just see how it all looks. So that's going to be it for today. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded so that you guys can actually see it, and then I'll work on the recap video for the market and get that out maybe midweek. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!